believe we are once again back. Just quickly. Stream seems to be reacting to it. Let's try and just put a few dots in the chat again, as sometimes do, see if that updates it. Because if that does update it, what am I missing here? If I change screen, this should follow, right? Yeah, that's following. So why is chat not updating? Unless it just takes a minute. Like I gotta wait for the stream to start proper, I don't know. Take 3. These are going to be uploaded in parts. We weren't winning that last duel anyway, but it still feels so goddamn bad. We just... it's fine. We weren't winning it anyway. Unfortunately, this makes a fine going first hand. But problem with that, we aren't going first. And it's Ryziel. Of course it's Ryziel. We just can't beat them. Detonator literally just demolishes everything, you know? It's in his name. Our best hope would be set Torrential, wait for them to summon a card, assuming they don't already have Lethal on board. You win, you get the duel, take your win and rank up. I get nothing. Do the exact opposite of the what is it, Gene Wilder, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory bit. I feel like you could make a good play on what, like, you could change up so many various, like, film quotes and stuff, and it'd just be better because you're just, making it self-depreciating. Like, it'd be funny on that merit alone. But then just ever so slightly better if people know the reference. Alright, 1, 2, 3 against 42 and 15. We have Lopter into, I don't know, some guy. We have Boldrake, who will be able to banish our own Condemned Witch at worst. But that's not how we wanted to do it, actually. I mean, do we even want to tribute the Condemned Witch for Lopter? There is a world where we keep Condemned Witch, just to tribute off the Boldrake. They're having a rough day with internet connection too, I feel it. I wish you banned full connection in all matches but this one. Because I've just had it several times, and although we were losing those games anyway, you know, it's just rough. We normally stream for about 3 hours, and it's not like this has been going for all that long. Collectively, I might have been going for about an hour 20. It's Malice. And they're actually playing through this piss-poor connection. You love to see it. What did you banish? Does count links? It does count links. Do we wait for them to put something in the graveyard that we can banish, or do we tribute off our Condemned? Oh no, we don't want to tribute off our Condemned Witch. It's not their normal summon, so I don't want to do it just yet. I think we leave it. It's an activated effect as well, that's the other thing. If this card is normal or special summoned, that's unfortunate. Okay, so I think we save our Chalice for this, right? Surely. Actually, let's just read Dormouse for a minute. I just want to check. Yeah, let's do this here. I don't want you to get into a trap. We can banish the field spell, we can banish Dormouse, but they're probably gonna just normal summon Dormouse and use the cost? I don't know. You can make a Link 2 here. You could. And he just, Allure is glued to your hand. There's Dormouse, which is actually ideal because they're about to pay the cost for that. And then we wait, and then just banish it again, and it doesn't return. No effect of Dormouse. Okay, that's really rough. Is it? They've got one more name, right? What am I missing? Jessie Cat, White Hair, March Hair. Then target one of your banished malice added to your hand. Did they use their normal summon? I don't think they've used their normal summon yet. So they can banish the third one, pay for it, add it back to hand, and then normal summon it and do the thing. I mean, if that's the case, still, what am I doing? Do I just want to get into Nidhogg? I think I might. I think getting into Nidhogg might genuinely just be better. Like, it negates a Link summon. Yeah, there's March Hare. Pay the 300. Target the Dormouse. So yeah, we're going to get out of here now. Assuming they let us. I hadn't really considered the fact that they could have Ash Blossom. It works against Cold Buy in this instance, because of the Bestial I've got in hand. They're not adding back the, no, okay, we leave it. We give it a minute. No, we don't. We should have actually left the chain on. Yeah, unfortunately, both Called by the Grave, Ash Blossom, everything kind of works on this, really. I still think it's the play. Why can you just do that? Cards on field, why can you just hand trap it? I hate that. What, do you have a second? No, you don't. You can't use a second one. Big Miscus. It's got an animation and everything. Could you just, like, why? I guess you drew, like, 4 cards this turn and banished 2, but, like, come on. If your opponent controls a card, you can activate it from the hand. That's the only condition. It's so... From your hand or grave, so they're banishing from hand. Which means they have their link. It just doesn't matter. Like, I can get this on board, but I need to tribute a different one. And I apparently just wasn't doing it. Lopter play was correct, because it would have got me to Nidhogg. Nidhogg is just a summon negate. I feel like if you time that correctly against Malice, that's probably just it. As it is, I can stick the Bestial on board, but like, what does it do? Three cards in any graveyard to banish them. Well, there goes Valor and probably Lopter. Yep. Now, what if I just banish some cards from your graveyard instead? This one, right? No. This one. Yeah, why is this not up to date? Are we... hold on. Is it going to be up to date now? That's about the right proportions. This screen capture should be... I don't know what's going on stream, how that looks, but hopefully. Yeah, it's up to date now. What did they do? Hold on. What did you do? No, how did... Why is this on their field? It's their Bestial. It's their... This fucking game. They're still going. Well, small joy of joys, they're blocked off from all the code talk things because, hey, guess what? These are no longer Cyverse. So, you know, I can take some solace. Not much. But something. What are you doing? Heart Scripter. And that will give them access to all the Cyber's things again. Unless they want to try and banish the Dynamiscus, but I think they know better. Yep, they know better. Which means I'm fucking done. What am I supposed to do when my opponent just draws the counter cards and just sort of like plays through things, right? Am I supposed to stop them from getting the draw in the first place? Because, like, they play through a lot. Like, I don't think Chalice is just, like, the end of times for them, unless they get an exceptionally bad hand. And I know the whole point is that, but I have a few disruptions, but I feel like it's going to take all of them plus a couple. to stop Malice. 45 and 14. What's with the missing extra deck card? I don't think they need it, but what's up with that? Normal Droll unlock. Blue Eyes. Indeed, Blue Eyes. That is their only Link summon. Let's see if we can draw into a Bestial, I guess. We cannot draw into a Bestial. But Teekaboo's pretty good. Unfortunately, this is like full combo, I think, right? No, it's not full combo. That adds the Field Spell. Field Spell just gives them an additional normal summon and a Foolish of the Blue Eyes. They can get Blue Eyes on the field. But they can't kill the Phantasme this turn. Okay, so there's Blue Eyes. Now, I've got an additional normal summon if they have the right kind of card. Do they have the right kind of card? They don't need it. Simply do not need it. Although it does target. So I'll keep my Phantasme. Thank you very much. You've done some things in slightly the wrong order, my idiot friend. I will still maintain you've done some things in slightly the wrong order. Like, you had this in hand from the start. So you send this, normal the Droll unlock, make the Link, Foolish the Blue Eyes, get this out of the graveyard like as early as you can, right? You now have a level 1 Light Tune spellcaster that you can either then use as Link material or as Synchro material. There's Bingo Machine Go. That's a weird choice to fetch. Those are weird options to reveal. This is turn 1, you realise. Are you making Tyrant? But there's no traps in Grave. Yeah, I guess Tyrant with no traps in Grave. Look at them go. Don't know if you guys can hear the helicopter, but just try and ignore it. Random trap card that I just don't know. Inspector Border. Okay. So, yeah, let's just try a simple normal summon to search first. Hello, Gaming Addict. How do? It is the same stream, do not be fooled by the counter, but this is part 3. We have not been having a good time with our internet connection at the moment. Yeah? I don't feel like that's a question of whether I should or not. I just do it, right? Okay. Set a spell trap from your deck. Fusion. Can't use it this turn. This goes through. I get myself a Chalice. Activate this. This. I could steal their Blue Eyes. That is an option. Right. So here's the difficult part, right? What am I doing? I could take their blue eyes out of the grave. Take their blue eyes out of the grave and crash with their monster. I think that's what I'm doing. It maintains my generators. And we can tag into Lopter into Valor next turn, so I think we actually put Ha in the grave. Target this one. Yeah, that's 100% the play, right? And we just hit this. Just go battle phase. Chain on. Damage step. Take those both out. 100 in. 2400 in. Main 2. What do we got? Zombie, Fairy, Dragon. Tags into a Fairy. Yeah, okay. I think this is fine. Maybe we should have not set the Torrential, so we have a discard for Phantasme. But I like it. Because this gets us into Lopter, who gets us into Valor, who gets us into another copy of Ha. Let's try this now. That gets us into 1. I can't target Blue Eyes, but I can destroy it, actually, if I really wanted to make use of the Torrential. So, yeah, I believe what I can do is chain 1. Right? If I can't, then it's fine. This is still fine. No, I can't do that because this is a when, and now the last thing is monster effect activation, right? So I can't do that, but this is still fine because we're getting a Valor back, and Valor's going to bring Ha out. Which gives us a negate. Oh, I can do it. I mean... I still wait then. I feel like we do this. They summon this out. We got ourselves Ha. Primite. Negate its effects, and if you do, banish it. Well, what if it was no longer on the field? What if your Blue Eyes was no longer on the field? And we can still just, like, bring out Ha just cuz. But yeah, they control nothing, so they can make a Blue Eyes fusion. Did they just make Have they just made Magia? They've just made Magia. Because of course they have. Because why wouldn't they? Because fuck me, I guess. Should have seen that coming, honestly. Like, they put the chaos, like, it's the reason for revealing the Chaos Max off Bingo Machine Go. As stupid as that sounds, that's why you do it. I still don't understand why they didn't just try and go with the regular synchro pile. That regular synchro pile spits out, like, a monster negate and an omni negate, which are protected. Hey, look! First time appearance, by the way. We have Eldritch the Golden Lord. We pulled him last session, but he just didn't show up. Unfortunately, he's gonna do Diddly Squat, I believe. No. It depends. Pure Red Dragon Archery doesn't end on a actual Omni negate. They end on an on-field negate. Unless they're going to make Dissipator. Dissipator might be a negate that I have to think about. How do I look at Dissipator? I can look at my own cards. And reason in that Bestials have related cards, right? Yes, Dissipator. When your opponent activates a monster effect, target banish card, shuffle into the deck. Your deck, destroy opponent's negate. So I won't have any banish cards, so they won't have Bestial Dissipator as a negate. They are locked into Dark Dragons, which means I'm probably looking at Pure. It also means I'm probably looking at sending Torrential to screw with the red Supernova. Yeah, that sounds right, as far as I can tell. Although, of course it could sound right. The card's not in front of me. I'm not about to look it up again. It'll appear in front of us in like a couple minutes. So we're all good. It's just about waiting for them to do the whole thing. It is pure. Yeah, so far it looks it. Like, they might still have Bestials, but they're not actually doing anything with it so far. And all the Bestials are Dark Dragons, so they still could, but I highly doubt they're doing anything with them. Okay, so you've just set Absolute Power Force, because apparently this is either the end of your turn, or you don't know how to bluff. I don't know. 10. Right. Yeah, Hot Red Dragon Archery Bane. Is it just a once per turn? Or is it if this... Yeah, just... Okay. So what, at present I'm just trying to get rid of this guy, I think. Like, once I get rid of him, in theory, like, that's the disruption out of the way, and I can just use Fenrir. Excuse you? You what? No. That is not okay. The fuck are you doing? Well, I have two problems now. Right. Where is this spell card? I know they've set. Target a red dragon archfiend. If that monster battles, apply these effects. Okay, so that's not happening. So the first bit is this. Pitch. Torrential. And we get a sender card. So it just has to be this guy, right? Well, it doesn't have to be. In fact, it should probably be this. I could bring it back. But that costs me the generator field spell. Okay. Are you using that effect, or...? What are you destroying? The Ubel? The Wild Wind. Okay. I really want to keep Tikaboo on, like, under my belt, which means I have to get rid of Boss Fight. I don't like it, but I think it's correct. That's fine. You're assuming I'm going to battle the one you target. I'm simply not. It's just that easy. Send a spell trap you control. Right, so I gotta set this first. Right, and then it's just Tikaboo. And we go battle phase. Right, so this one was targeted by this one. I just want to double check that. I'm not going to make the mistake. Yeah, so we attack this one, I think? Yeah, because Fenrir isn't actually hitting over anything anyway. So we just banish this one. Yeah. No. And then we just hit this one, right? Yeah. I feel that's correct. Or a Synchro monster that mentions it. This does mention it, so yeah, we can't turn off this card. I thought I couldn't... Okay, I admittedly thought Eldritch could not be destroyed by battle that turn. But it's fine. You can destroy it if you want. You can destroy Fenrir if you want. Okay, they got rid of Tikaboo. This is fine. It's only immune to card effects. Yeah, I kind of forgot. It's just it's a big beat stick. That's the only difference. Which means I probably should have beat the Red Dragon Archfiend. So I have another monster on field that they are scared about crashing with. It was definitely incorrect. Let's put it that way. Right. And now we get to do the thing. We get to banish this, right? I think we just, yeah, get rid of that. Nice. It has been a little while since I last saw Eldritch. Like, the last time I saw it was in the solo mode. And while I like the solo mode, it's not like the solo mode is conducive to, like, learning about that specific part of Eldritch. Like, when's the last time you saw 3,500 monsters actually attack each other, you know? As it is, we're in a little bit of a jam. We've banished a few monsters from their end board, but like they've got 6 cards left in extra. One of those is going to be a Red Rising. They've got one there. Where are all their extra deck cards? This is just a couple structures with like some extra cards. I never looked at the deck count. This... yeah. Alright. Because that one, that first one is the spell. That one's a monster. That's 1, so that's 2, 3, 4, 9? They've got like 9 extra deck cards. And that means 1, 2, 3, 12. What is it? No, not 12. -1, -2, 10, 15. They started off with a 54 extra? Anyway, we're gonna get Eldritch back out because, best boy. And now it doesn't matter, we've just got Eldritch online for a couple turns. We attack this thing, decide to kill it, use the effect. We're going to banish Yugioh. I just want to start clearing the field, like, entirely. This one gains an effective sent to the graveyard, so we'll make them do it on their turn, because that means that we get to then banish something else. Right, okay, so we made a misplay with Eldritch, but overall we've actually recovered pretty well from it. Okay, so they've special summoned this guy during the main phase. Okay. 1, 2. Add a spell trap. I think we wait for this bit to resolve. See what the spell trap is they add, and then we look at it. Fiendish Golem. I mean, yeah, in this case, I think 3 is the more awkward level, and this is the card that's giving them loops, so we just get rid of this. Go for it. You have a singular card that's like Red Dragon Archfiend from the grave. Oh, from deck or grave. They're just looping the one guy from grave at the moment. What was the card they added? It was Fiendish Golem. Yeah. But you don't have Red Dragon Archfiend or a monster that mentions it. Which is to my benefit, so we're just going to go battle phase, and then, because you haven't done it now, I get to declare my effect. Which means we just start picking apart the board bit by bit. One spell trap at a time. And as a nice little present, we get ourselves a Paleo. Which means we can actually tribute summon Kashtira Ogre now. And then we can have Crackdown to steal a monster. I think that is the play. I think we do genuinely just, like, tribute summon. Main 2. Because Eldritch lost his protection. And we now have a spell trap to get rid of again for him. Right, it's a slow build-up, but it's a game we definitely have in hand. They just aren't conceding when the writing's on the wall, I guess. Till the end phase of the next turn, right? Yeah, so I get it back this end phase, which means I just have lethal on board. If they put a face-up monster on the field, it gets, you know, yeeted. Go for it. I probably have to look at what the rest of this deck is after the duel, to be completely honest. Because it's not completely constructed. That much is obvious. They could be getting anything. It could be any single resonator. Like, I mean, if I look at the card and see related cards, it will bring up every single resonator, won't it? But they're getting that one. Okay. There are a lot of resonator cards, and that card mentions them, as does this one. And what are you guessing? If this card is normal special summon, you can add a level... Okay, yeah, that's fine. That was just a normal summon. Let you add. And then if you special summon, I'll just crack down the special summon. Yeah. We are definitely banishing the top few. 5 cards. Let's look. Command, Call, Chain, Terror, Synchron. I'm not scared of the Red Dragon Archfiend part of their deck anymore. So let's just start taking apart whatever Yubel cards we see from the top of their deck. Yep, end phase, Fenrir returns, which means that is the end of the game. And another Valor, wow. I mean, it's gonna happen, right? We have 3 Valor. Just top 2, I need a refresher. We'll just, yeah. Stop you from getting to whatever synchros you could get. It could be. I mean, hey, I'm clearing the way. It could be evenly matched. You never know. After a Karibo. Which would be especially funny, because they definitely didn't add those cards to hand, and I think we know one of the 2 cards in hand. 2 legacy tickets. Right. It is, in fact, Yubel Dragon Archfiend. 53 card deck, I was off by 1. And 10 card extra. That's a deck of all time, surely. 1 Imperm, 1 Nightmare Throne. You don't need to be on 3 regular Yubel, you just need to be on 3 Spirit. Like, cut down by 1 regular. You could probably cut this down to 1, because you got 2 of this anyway. It's from deck or grave. Yeah, you could definitely cut Fiendish Golem down to 1, or at least, like, bump Fiendish Chain down to 1, and then up Fiendish Golem by 1, so it's more consistent. I feel like a lot of these you can play at 1. Like, that's a 3-of. I don't know. The deck building is confusing. You know what's not confusing? Opening packs. I lie completely. Opening packs is very confusing. You can get, like, everything and nothing in the same thing. During opponent's end phase. If your opponent has more total cards in their hand and field than you do in your hand and field, special summon 3 normals from your grave, which just isn't happening. Target 3 monster cards you control, or with different original names. Set 1 spell trap from your hand or deck that mentions. So it works for Gate Guardian, but that would rely that we have the 3 pieces on the field. Darkblade Fusion, Spell Reactor. It is just a spell destruction, which is really funny. It's sometimes good, but more often just funny. I love the art of this guy. Don't know why. I just do. Right. 2 whole master packs. It is a win. It is a platinum win. Which means, you know, it's rewarded just slightly higher. Because we definitely had to fight for it much more earnestly. Sure, we apparently have that already. Necro Gardener. Circuit. XYZ Poseidon Splash. I guess this is part of the new wave of support. Haha. If you control an Xyz monster that has an Xyz monster material, declare an attribute, destroy all monsters on the field with that attribute except monsters equipped with an equip spell. Banish this from your graveyard, detach, special. It's not a bad card, but I'm not Xyz summoning. I'm definitely not Xyz summoning a monster with an Xyz monster as material. Check some good for the ritual pile, just bad card. And another Borbo. Not like we're really doing anything with the Zodiacs yet, unfortunately. I feel like if we want to do something with Zodiacs, we probably need to get Dryden. Either that, or we just need to get a much higher critical mass of the monsters and spell traps, so we start using them for the regular effects they have. Well, this could be something. Berlinth, I like that. That's okay. It's not, like, fantastic by any means, don't get me wrong, but, like, I'll take it. This guy is just a free summon, right? Yeah, it's a free summon, but then we just have to get to the extra deck. Which is a just have to get to the extra deck, you know. Non-link at Ignissa, which adds a field spell, so no. That, as much as that's a dupe, it's a good card. It's just unfortunate that we don't have Fossil Fusion. Like, Skolgios is good. And the Evil Twin Link 4, which requires it requires that we play Evil Twin, you know. Which is going to be a little bit difficult. This is the end piece. We need the bits beforehand. Like, these are all live. Except this one. So the Evil Twin is exactly the 8. And the extra deck. Which is, in fact, 2 cards, both at, I think, SR. Yeah. Evil Twin, Kiss Kill, Evil Twin, Leela. Or this one. But then we still have to get, like, the rest of the material on field, which is the problem. They are both SR, yeah. The alt versions are UR, which I don't think you can get anymore. But yeah. Pulls are okay from that pack. Not particularly playable at the moment. But at the very least, not duplicates. With the exception of Skolgios from that last pack, so that's cool. In fact, I just want to check what we have in the way of fossils. Because we have some. We have... So, Skullwagon, which is the pop, right? Yeah, Spell Trap Destruction. That searches Fossil Fusion. Adds Time Stream, and then we have 2 Skolgios, who is currently our payoff. I don't think we do. Or if we do, it's like not with the field spell, right? No, we have 1 field spell. We have a field spell, we have a Dark Templar, we have Dark Infant, we actually have a good amount of Agnista. And then these guys are support for them. I guess, do we have to look into an Ignister pile? We can't use the ritual because we don't have the spell. But I believe... Well... yeah, this one's a tuner. And we have level 4s, so we can actually just play this naturally. Linguri Bow, which we can just play as a trap negate, I guess. We have just Archetypal Monster Reborn. And we can just tag into one of the Ignister from the extra deck, right? While you control a link 3 or higher Ignister in the EMZ, specifically Dark Templar, special summon it from your extra deck any number of non-link monsters with 2300 whose combined attack is less than or equal to the attacking monsters then end the battle phase. It's a weird battle trick, but it does just get this guy out for free, which gives us a spell trap pop or two. And what else do we have? We have Tie Strike, of course. Once per turn during your standby, tribute a link or destroy. Each player can only link someone once. No. Monsters lose 100 attack per card you control. Yes, alternatively, I think we'd actually do that, especially for this effect as well. And if we maintain tempo just right, we could actually cycle between like these two just endlessly with this guy. Until we draw into something like this. Yeah. Okay, so there is something there. I guess we'll have to have a look into it soonish. They sad. Why are they sad? They're not going to be sad for too much longer. They're going to kick my ass. Probably. Going second, yeah. As is expected. Issue is we're now trying to fight our way back up through Plat 4 to get back into Plat 3. We won't reach Plat 2 this month, I don't think. We've got another few streams left. Yeah, I think we probably do. There is a lot of cards that are just kind of like cyber support and therefore playable. Is Red Dragon Archfiend? And as far as I can tell, they are playing fine. They've only activated a couple of cards, but it looks like they're playing fine. The analytics for the stream are going to be so messed up simply because there's 3 of them. I'm going to have to do 3 uploads to get a single stream. I don't know why it's very popular, but it just is. Like, there's no denying the fact it just is popular. That's Red Zone. So, wait, we don't know the first card. No, the first card was just from an open hand, but we do know they have Red Zone. Oh, they sent this. Good. So it could be a few cards. I'm thinking we're looking at Power Force, Golem, or... Where's Red Rain? Of course, yeah. I don't know why I clicked on that one. Where is Red Rain? What do I need to look up to find Red Rain? They're going through it. Oh, is that for the 12? Yep, there is Supernova. No related cards. So if we can out Supernova, we can win the game. However, we have to out Supernova. Which is, in and of itself, a real fucking challenge. Right, what are we doing? Banish this one, I think. Just take it out of rotation. Normal summon. And now we have to make a choice. We can make Yazi, which will not work. Or we can make Zeta, which probably won't work. Or we can make Pegasus. I think it's just Yazi. So they have to use this. And I think I could have done marginally better, but oh well. I feel like this is still just correct. No, it wasn't. Why did I do that? Why did I do any of that? I could just set my hand and pass. This thing can't even be destroyed by card effects. I targeted something that was indestructible with Yazi. Set 1. Right, I guess I wanted them to use the first effect of Red Rain, or Red Zone, which they couldn't, of course. I don't know, man. I need them to have something I can destroy. If they could summon just, like, anything I can destroy so I can use Punishment. You wouldn't believe I won't see someone pull the other day out in their challenge. What did you see? Because at this point, I mean, I've got Fenrir. I will believe most anything. Maxi, Charmies. I think people have pulled those before as well. I mean, sheer amount of people playing this challenge and the time frame it goes on, like, someone will have done it. What are they doing? Sending off the Fiendish Chain to special summon. Right, so I'm doing this. They pull 2 Linkaribo in the same session. That's like, sure, but it's not broken. So yeah, we do Aggregator. Aggregator target to negate this, I guess. They can banish the whole field, but, you know. Yeah. No, I don't know. I just didn't think it through. It's just really difficult to deal with. You either kind of have the out, or you don't. But what are the odds of it? Well, pretty low. Same session is a little bit higher, but it's still pretty low, right? Because if you... We'll take a brief diversion. If we go over to the Master Pack, I'm not opening them, I'm just looking at the odds. Linkaribo, good old at the top, he is one of 1,244 Ultras, so it's an individual Ultra. There is a full breakdown of odds, right? An Ultra is... Well, there you go, it gives you... It's 0.002 for any individual Ultra. And then you gotta get two of the same. Now, two of the same... So, the first one is just 0.002. But then you gotta match it. So it's 0.002, 0.002, which is pretty fucking small. Like, pulling the duplicate is not great, but, like, yeah, the odds are stupidly low. Okay, no, sorry. Odds for card number 8. So, no, the overall odds for Yugioh are 0.002 for 1 to 7. For 8, it's 0.002. For R or for R or above confirmed, which is the basic thing. You can fail to... So you can fail to get an SR from your packs, right? I believe. Maybe you can... No, every pack guarantees an SR. So... If you... No, that's if you go through 10. Yeah, you can completely fail to pull an SR. So your odds are pretty much like... Yeah, just 0.00... Yeah, it's 0.002. For a second I was thinking I was wrong with the math, but no, I think that's correct. Because it's the same odds, that you're just pulling individual packs. Anyway, we got a little bit of time. Yeah, if you're pulling single packs, you don't always get an SR, of course. It's only if you're pulling bundles of 10. Defaulted to thinking like someone who plays a regular, you know, account for some reason. Ugh. Imagine that. Imagine enjoying the game. Imagine having a good fun time. Right. Jesus fucking Christ. Opponents? What? Yeah, go for it, mate. Yeah, the last card is rare or higher. But the odds are still the same. It's still 0.002 for... Oh, I guess it's for every single card in the pack, right? So the odds of you getting a single card are 0.002 by 8. Well, no, the odds of you getting an ultra rare, not an individual card. Just an ultra rare is 0.002 by 8. Ragnar 0. Jaw, okay. Go for it. Special summon this. You can add a fish shark. Normal summon the fish shark and get hit by torrential. They're special summoning it. Oh, but what if torrential? Good job. Right, can we get another generator? No. This is rough. Like, this is awful. Right. fucking Max C. Sure. I am just summoning Valor as a beat stick. It is just to start putting in damage. Another generator would be pretty good, just as long as it's not Valor. We've still got one Torrential. We can pull... How many generator monsters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in 40. Not the worst odds. 1 in 8 cards. Yeah, go for it. Masquerade. It's just Ryziel as well. It's just Ryziel. Ryziel, but fish. You're going to send Aggregator, aren't you? Just because you don't really know what you're doing. Again, there's got to be a better Xyz you could send instead of just like this doesn't have effects to negate. Anyway, they can add a Fire Thunder, so they do that, and then we just, like, Torrential. Well, that was a normal summon, so yeah, let's just do it. I know it's not the end of a Ryziel turn. Because they can just, let's have a look. Fire Pyro. On your field or grave, and a graveyard into the deck. Yeah. Ice. Wait. Oh, you added a Pyro. Right. Did I need to wait? Did I need to wait on Torrential? Resolves. And I'm now out of spell traps for Eldritch. And they put him in the correct zone. There's Aggregator. Battle phase 3k. Zeus? No. Phantasme. Okay. So... Oh, it's fucking expensive. I mean, they know or they don't. It's literally just they know or they don't know. And they can just negate it on resolution. Yep. You know what? Some people just built this. Fuck you. Drawing Maxi and like both. What the hell, man? Drawing Maxi, Perulia. No. They drew like Fua as well. Fua and Meows. Just take your staples and actually try and do something useful with them. You won't, because you're down here in platinum somehow. Can we not get a 2-pair, you know, hand? Okay, the hand isn't a 2-pair, it's now pair. I would like a hand that is junk, you know? I want a hand that does, like, scores terrible in poker. Oh, could you just leave me alone? I'm trying to add a Forbidden Chalice from deck to hand. Sure, I've already drawn one, but, like, I'm not asking for much. We don't bother with that. We just leave it. Alright, they've got 5 cards. It was a 42 card deck, right? Yeah, 15 extra. Pendulums. fucking Christ. Could you stop? Ash Maxi. Fantastic. I don't want to let them do everything, but they just have, like, Ash Maxi. What am I supposed to do? I draw into double Valor and no other generator name. It could have been any other generator name. Pendulum, eh? I've got to negate this as well. That really sucks, but it's just what I have to do, right? Well, no, they're going to special summon, like, 3 monsters with normal summon effects. Or special summon effects. Normal summoned. No, okay, they only have the one, so Chalice. Fuck you. I want... I want you to experience Pendulum in a new light. I want you to experience Saw's version of a pendulum. Pretty please. And then duel me afterwards. I know last stream we had a pretty, like, rough, well, what felt like a pretty rough stream. But, like, this one has just been rough. Like, we've won, like, 3 duels. I don't know. And look, we have arguably an okay hand by the fact it's got Torrential boss stage. We're just not beating this, right? 44 card deck, 15 extra. So it looks constructed. And it's just Raid Raptor shenanigans. Like, they just wiped the floor with us, right? Is there a point in sticking around? I guess the point is we've got the field spell. And we've got Torrential. But they're going first. Into Raiders Night. No, this is correct, isn't it? You just make the rank 5 that's got the... yeah. You know... I don't want to leave because we do just see people misplay, well, some of them misplay and then just scoop. But at the same time, like, just full-on Raid Raptor does just smoke us and there's nothing we can do about it. Link 2. That doesn't feel correct. You know what? No. Okay. I don't think they're misplaying. We just, you know when to hold them, know when to fold them. And right now, we folding fucking hard. How many losses have we had today? We started, like, just look at that. That's 6, 10. We started there. That's 3 to 5. 3 to 11. 4 to 11. 4 to 15. That's 4 to 1. It's just so bad. What have I done to deserve this? Why has God smited me? It's not smited, is it? Why has God smoked? What have I deserved? What have I done to deserve this kind of wrath? 60 cards, 15 extra. Normal summon. Attempt to search. Of course, the time when I draw triple attack, they do not have a monster effect for my main phase. Why would they have a monster effect for my main phase when I've got something that plays off of that? Yeah, I should have actually shotgunned this in draw phase. But what have you. I have a 7-card hand. But they still somehow do not have a counterplay for it. This scares me. I know it's 60 cards and they could have just drawn, like, all engine and everything, but, like... this doesn't quite feel right. So is it Blue Eyes? Is it just 60 card Blue Eyes? Got Chalice. We can tag into Lopter. Lopter would probably be best to tag into Garda right now, I think. Yeah. So we're going to tag into Lopter. They're getting 2 monsters. They're going to have to send one of them to the graveyard anyway. We could also stop the Link summon. There's a Blue Eyes. And there's a Chaos Max. So that goes. I think we just have to negate the fusion spell if that happens, because there's been time and again when we've just lost to a fusion spell existing. Okay, that's just the regular Maiden, not the new one. I don't actually want to let that resolve, because I believe the Chaos Max is just untargetable, right? Yeah. Like, I can't actually let that resolve. I don't like it. Okay, so we do this, tribute off this one now. What are they getting anyway? Let's see. I think we just get this. And it seems it was the right move to negate this. As crazy as that is. So it's Dragon Revival Rhapsody, right? No, you're adding another one. No, okay, that's fine. It's the wrong one to add. Unless you just hard drew this. But you didn't pitch a normal. You pitched the Chaos Max as the discard. Okay. There's Alt Dragon, which means they can special summon that and do a thing, and there's Jet Dragon. On your field or in your graveyard. Blue Eyes will be on the field because of Alt Dragon. So, what if... Just in theory, you know. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how this goes. I'm pretty unhappy with the amount of noise that people are making at this kind of hour. Right, we definitely do that. They have a jet dragon in hand, so we need to prep adequately, I guess. But in this case, that just means putting out bodies. And what are we banishing? This one? I think it's just this one. Now, we don't even have to negate the jet dragon. We just have Chalice, which will cover it. So yeah, I think what we do is we do this, search for the second Chalice. What can we do? We could Zeraboros. I can't special summon to the zone it points to, unfortunately. And I rather like the generator field spell, so I think, yeah, I think the play is just, we go battle phase, we attack into this with this, it dies. Oh, what am I playing around? Blue Eyes isn't on the field or in the graveyard. This isn't game, so there's no point. Main 2. We set the new one. I can't make a rank 6 because I don't plan for this kind of eventuality. There's no point making the link 2. So we just have 2 darks. 2 dark dragons. And we get from deck Nidhogg? I think Nidhogg. We have a couple copies, and this is going to tag into another Lopter anyway. So yeah, we just do this. And we just get into Big Boy. Massive Boy. Destruction, Protection, a Solemn, and they've got all of a set card, a Jet Dragon in hand that they can't actually get out because they don't have a Blue Eyes in the grave. So yeah, it's as simple as just go battle. And on the off chance it's the Dragon Protector, we'll attack him with 25. It's Gradle. Well, we attacked the right thing then, right? I mean... Sure. You didn't take the strongest monster. And so we'll just hit over it. Like, who cares? I can get it back. Very next turn if need be. Alright. Yay, we've upped our win rate. We've won a whole extra duel. Fucking Jesus, this is rough. And so is that deck, I mean, look at it. They aren't even playing the new support. Worried about it for the whole time. Right. And here I was thinking we'd have to restock on gems soon. We aren't winning enough for that today. Right. Ryuge card. So, unplayable. Exodia. Violon, Flamvel, Red Eyes. So it's convoluted MST. And depending on the equip card, it could actually be very beneficial. But it could not. And that's a fur hire. We have some level of fur hires, I just don't know how many. We don't have the extra deck payoff. Right. Possibly, very possibly, the last pack of the stream. We'll see. Alright, and we get some more shiny cards. That's not a particularly great amazement card. That's a Phantom Knight's card. Summons itself as a level 4, of course it does. But it does actually improve the Phantom Knight deck somewhat, and that is a hell of a pull. It's not even limited. Ooh. Cactus Bouncer. That is, funnily enough, another pull. But it does require another plant monster to take effect, which means that it's not always a floodgate, just sometimes a floodgate. This is a pull, though. Like, this just goes in the deck. 100%. Yeah, it's gonna help out. Are we playing Bestial Generator? I think is the strategy, right? Dark Dragon Generator. Are we taking anything out for Druisworm? I think we should. But I don't know what. I kind of like my spell traps. But Eldritch is good removal. He did put in work against RDA. I mean, this gives us more copies of DD Crow, which is good for first and second. This one also functions as removal. Like, double removal in a way. I think we cut Lich for the time being. Liches go first or go second, but I think we'll try running this a bit more. Also, Lich just hasn't popped up in that many games. Right, we gotta choose again. Go first. Always. That's... You'll take forever. I mean, you're on a 60-card deck. Will you also take forever? No. No, they are not going to take forever. Well, what was the quality of our hand? It's a banish from the top few cards, possibly a graveyard banish, and a change everything to machines. So, place your bets now on whether that would have been good or not. Because I don't know. Yeah, seems like it would have been good to me. Just about anything would have been good against this. Alright. Maybe not a win we necessarily earned, but one I think we surely would have gotten anyway, so speeds up the process, I guess. Let's check it. 3 whole legacy tickets. Shore Knight. No. A Lightsworn card. That's funny. But no. Big Whale. No. Lamoon. I've never seen that card before, but that's probably because I'd assume that's going to be one of those OCG cards that just, like, rarely got ported into a game or anything like that. Right. Well, You know what time it is? 2 whole master packs. Maybe we could get a royal rare again sometime soon, you know? We just could. Another Dragunity Oubliette, Pain Painter, a Kawaki Miru, Gen X, Scareclaw, Vampire Ghost, and Wicked Avatar. A lot of dupes. And the 2 new ones weren't really particularly good. So what about this next pack? Maybe less dupes? Possibly? Possibly new cards? A couple new ones, probably. Another Ryogek card, which kind of explains its viability. Generic Insect Fusion. Level 5 or higher insect plus an insect. All face-up monsters you control are insect. If all face-up. Quick effect target 2, banish them. Which is decent removal. What about you? Okay, Steamroid. We'll do this one. Gimmick Puppet C40, Dark Strings. I don't know if we have the number 40. Might actually have to have a look at that. And ask for royal rares, and you shall receive. Huh. Well, I'm gonna have just a quick look at the thingy just to see if we do what we do have from this. Your cards. No. Where is he? Just there. So, okay, we don't have the way to actually do this. And what was the... I guess while I'm here and just looking at these, what do we have for hire? Not that one. Your cards. Well, we actually have a good few names, right? We're missing Raphael. Wiz? Yeah, we're missing Wiz. It's a DD Crow. It's a Burn. Where are we at? Nope. Featured cards. Your cards. Add. Okay. And what about you? That's just a pop. Okay, so there might be something with fur hire for us to do. That targets a face-up, and that targets a set card. Gain 500 attack defense. Discard a fur hire, draw a card. And yeah, okay, so maybe we have something to look into there. I don't think we have anything to look into from any of the rest of these. So, let's, with our royal rare, one whole pack. What could these 100 gems get us? It could get us anything. It could get us, like, duplicates. All the duplicates, except... I'm not actually sure we can summon this one. It's not even burn, because it is declaring an attack. Which is rough, because it means it doesn't, like, get around everything. That's a second Pascalis. And we got Blue Slug, which is apparently not new. None of these cards are new. Well, we got our pack. Let's actually have a look at our Marincess cards, I guess. We got a Royal Rare that's, you know, it does things. Look at it. It's so pretty. So normal special summon a Marincess from hand in defense. We have Blue Slug. If Link summoned, target a Marincess in your grave, add it to your hand, cannot special accept waters. If Link summoned, add a Marincess spell from deck to hand. We only have exactly Battle Ocean. Unaffected by if this card battles, and when this card you can send. Okay. And then, so it looks like Well, it looks like, what are we doing? We are drawing Pascalus. Special summon a Marine says monster from your hand in defense position, except Pascalus. Except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. Okay. Anything else that we really want? That's just a free summon. And that one's not terrible either, I guess. So, what's the ideal bit? Pascalus, special this. Link 1. Get to Blue Slug. Then add the Pascalus back to hand. I don't know. Is that ideal? And then we get into, like, Crystal Heart, but then we've used our normal summon. And we only have a finite number of extenders. We have this one, this one. We have a few. It does, like, okay things, but not fantastic. It would, let's see, unaffected. Unaffected by your opponent's card effects. So we could probably get into this. That is made to access Battle Ocean. And probably have Crystal Heart's material. We have an attack negate. We have a tag out. Burn. And destruction and recovery, but we don't actually have the negate. Yeah, wave is kind of what gives this any relevance, I guess. Is the way of putting it. And we don't have enough other gimmick puppets, I don't think. Well, okay, we have a good few gimmick puppets, but we just don't have anything for them to make. More Trickstar. More Fluffle Evil. Do we have Clayman Basinatrix? No, we're missing Clayman. You know, I think we'll end on the high note of we got a Royal Rare. Because it's about 10 o'clock. I have been doing this for about 3 hours. Despite the breakages. So, thank you very much for joining. Thanks very much for watching. Let's update those stats just before we go. Just so I remember. Right. Data. 1580 played. So we've played 21 games. And how many have we won? We won 1582. Yeah, we have just barely under a 1/3 win rate for this stream, which does hurt somewhat. 103. And there we go. That is ready for next time. But anyway, yeah, thank you all very much for watching. It's been nice to have a little bit of company for this. It has been a pain to deal with these little breaks with the internet connection. But hopefully next time is a little bit easier, a little bit more reliable. Next stream should just be Monday again. Hopefully. Well, actually, no, it's going to be Monday. Bank holiday Monday. So, yeah, there will be stream on Monday. Possibly more than one. We'll see when we get there. But for now, my name is Cat Monarch, and I hope you all have a good end to the week and a good weekend. Goodbye for now.